where they were involved in knocking down UFOs and actively, aggressively going after them.
Knocking down?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I've been told that there have been attempts to bring down craft.
There have been instances, and there are certain techniques.
There are even allegations that we are bringing down these craft offensively, using weapons, and that because they were using this technology that was designed to knock out missiles with essentially an X-ray pulse, it also knocked out the UFO.
That's correct.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to dive in one of the most mind-blowing videos I've seen in a while. It's from UAP Gerb, who just released his latest video called UFO Legacy Programs. The entire video is over 2 hours, but it's packed with jaw-dropping information. And I think his research and ability to connect the dots is second to none. Absolutely outstanding. And if Congress actually wants to get to the bottom and disclose what the government knows, he would be the person to hire. Now, in one segment of his video, he talks about how a defense contractor developed X-ray weapon which was used to actually shoot down a UFO craft. So let's have a look.
Viewers of my channel will know I adore referencing the work of legendary UFO crash retrieval investigator Leonard Stringfield to analyze relevant UFO crash retrieval and material exploitation cases. And as it turns out, we do have a rather intriguing Star Wars case in Crash Retrieval Status Reports 1 through 7, specifically 1991's UFO Crash Retrieval's The Inner Sanctum Status Report 6. Stringfield's eclectic work analyzed a 1989 UFO crash retrieval case alleged to have occurred over Mauritius Bay, Long Island, New York, USA. Now, be mindful that there is an additional Long Island, New York UFO crash retrieval case that allegedly occurred in 1992. This 92 case is indeed perplexing and features numerous eyewitnesses and the possible involvement of the Department of Energy's FFRDC Brookhaven National Laboratory located in Upton, New York. Perhaps we will revisit this case in an extended session soon, but let's circle back to 1989, the work of Stringfield, and reporting from LIUFON, the Long Island UFO Network. This case details a crashed UFO in the area of Mauritius Bay off the south shore of Suffolk County, Long Island, New York, on the early morning of 29 September 1989. And according to LIUFON and Stringfield, the craft crashing was not an accident, but instead a carefully planned and executed military intelligence operation to down the craft. According to an anonymous Air Force intelligence colonel, quote, "The incident involved the downing of a UFO by the use of a US Star Wars weapon on that night. The craft crashed into the dune area where it was subsequently retrieved," end quote. Quite shockingly, this unnamed colonel additionally stated 18 US servicemen were killed by biologics on board the craft who retaliated with a device that, quote, "generates extremely low-frequency sound waves which can destroy the molecular cohesiveness of known matter." Quite the extraordinary claim, and a claim that I can find no record of regarding the deaths of several US servicemen. However, multiple eyewitnesses, including a commodities broker, claim to have seen helicopters transporting a large object and military vehicles with a police escort headed towards Brookhaven National Labs. Another anonymous source, this time a Brookhaven scientist named Dr. Nick, told LIUFON investigators a large wedge or boomerang-shaped object with shockingly low mass was recovered and transported to Brookhaven. Having previously worked under Wright-Patterson AFB to study UFOs, Dr. Nick claimed the weapon utilized to down the craft was constructed by AIL Electronics. Now remember how the anonymous colonel claimed the craft was downed by a Strategic Defense Initiative weapon, and according to Dr. Nick, Brookhaven National Labs deployed this weapon. Brookhaven is of course a Department of Energy sponsored FFRDC. Brookhaven additionally did work on the Strategic Defense Initiative, such as aiding in SDI's lethality and target hardening projects. Reference, for example, this 1987 DTIC document titled, quote, "Report to the Congress on Strategic Defense Initiative," end quote. Alongside White Sands Missile Range and Los Alamos National Labs, Brookhaven aided SDI through study and testing of SDI weapons that, quote, "required lethal energy to achieve a sure kill against the full spectrum of enemy targets," end quote. One contractor that worked alongside Brookhaven, White Sands, and Los Alamos for SDI's lethality and target hardening program was, of course, SAIC.
Make sure you check out this video on his channel. It's absolutely worth the watch.